So yesterday we went to one of the, I guess, top attractions here in Da Nang, and it is the Lady Buddha statue, which is at the northern end of the city of Da Nang. And let me first start off by saying, no, we are not Buddhist. We are Christians, but we did want to come and visit the area because we knew it had a lot of gardens and things that we wanted to see. And in these first videos here are just some of the hundreds, if not, I don't know, I would say close to thousands of trees and shrubs that they had turned into bonsai. And some of them, my goodness, I can't even imagine how old these specimens were, but various species of shrubs and plants for sure, and just all in this first area. Then you walk through this, I guess this would be like a gate or something. I don't know any of the terminology in Buddhism, but you get this fabulous view of the Bay of Da Nang. Now we're about to see a sign that says, "Do not feed the wildlife," and it shows a picture of monkeys. Luckily, we did not see any monkeys in the actual grounds here, but we did see one on the way driving up. I do not like monkeys at all. I have never liked monkeys since watching The Wizard of Oz when I was a kid. So my understanding is, though, yesterday it was so windy, there was a lot of clinging and clanging going on. I know one of the flagpoles had a large noise beating up against the metal pole, and maybe that's what kept the monkeys away. But my understanding is they're very prone to grabbing your cell phone or something out of your hands and going away with it. So glad I didn't see any monkeys yesterday. This bonsai here, if you'll notice the structure on it, how they have built these metal stands to help form them around, and this particular one here was beautiful. It was around an urn that it had grown around. I mean, just imagine how long it would have taken for this to occur, but the urn still seemed intact. It didn't seem broken or anything, and all of these bonsai are in these gigantic pots, I guess, on feet. You can see that one there as I'm walking up to it. They're not any roots or anything going into the ground. So it amazes me that these trees are able to grow for this long and this large in just so shallow, I guess, pots or whatever they call these. We're walking up now to another overlook. This is kind of away from Da Nang itself, out into the ocean, and you can see some islands there in the distance. So it's very, very pretty just to observe some of the area around this particular location. This is a better shot of Da Nang itself. Da Nang's a very large city, and you can see the boats there in the bay, the fishing boats. We'll see those a little bit toward the end of the video as well. Very lengthy coastline there. Here's some more of the, I don't know what these are, some kind of structures, but this is another bonsai that I was telling you about. Have the little, I guess, disc underneath them to keep them growing the way they want them to. And these were some kind of lilies. I'm not sure the name of them, but they were everywhere. Very pretty, very dainty. Had some deer statuary there in the back. I'm sure there's some significant meaning to these animals in the Buddhist religion, but I don't know what it was. To me, this tree kind of reminded me of a Christmas tree. I don't know why. Kind of looked like miniature monkey grass, but it was still pretty. They had several in this area. Again, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bonsai. I don't even know who takes care of all of these. This was cute. This was the little whirligigs or fans, we used to call them as kids, that you could walk through. And I think I mentioned earlier, it was super windy yesterday. That's why I've got the music playing in the background. It just sounds like we were in a tornado. So the wind was crazy up there on the mountain yesterday. This is probably about a 6-mile drive from our hotel, pretty much straight up a mountain on some switchbacks. So you're definitely up there once you get to the location. Here's some beautiful bougainvillea that was blooming. Again, just looking at the trunk diameter, years and years old, growing in these pots. I'm guessing these here in the distance are newer ones that they're starting possibly to begin to train. We did see one gardener on this particular patio area working. They had a couple of these little huts, or I guess reminiscent of what tea houses and things might have looked like in the day. There were a lot of benches around for you to sit, so I will say that I don't believe this particular area would be a wheelchair accessible. There was a lot of stairs that you had to climb, different tiers that you had to get up to, so I didn't recall seeing anyone in a wheelchair, and I don't think it would be, so if you're ever in Vietnam, you'd have to check on that. More of those lilies. Here's some hibiscus. These were beautiful, dark red with almost a black center. Just along the walkway here. That had several different colors of them already in full bloom. And if I didn't mention, this was in the 1st of March. Chinese lanterns galore. Of course, we see the ones in the States are usually made out of paper. I think these appeared to be made out of silk. Some type of material, wasn't paper. This archway here was beautiful to walk through. More Chinese lanterns, pots and pots of plants. Some were blown over because of the wind. You can see here on the left and the right both all of these bonsai. This was the area where we saw the gardener. She was in there doing some watering. But yeah, just row after row after row of these enormous bonsai trees. You see some dogs there in the distance. They were guarding this building, and they were not letting any of the tourists go in. But that was their home, I guess, or they had claimed it. Here's some orchids that were growing. Had a couple or three on this small tea house. Had the tea setting there. And then over here, here's another orchid, this purple one. Beautiful. And then just here in the distance, a wheelbarrow with some plants in it as well, very pretty. I can't imagine what these containers for these bonsais would cost. This to me right here was the most exciting thing in the entire complex. I looked at these from a distance and thought they were like baskets or wicker or something, grapevine. But this is actually how they have trained this plant or tree or bush, I'm not sure, to grow. But they have, honestly, I don't know how they've done it. If they have grafted it, what's going on. They've got this metal frame on the inside and this string on the outside. And the plant has grown around the string, and shake this basket. They've got a couple, and they are so perfectly symmetrical, but it looks like they're going to continue weaving it up at the top because the framework is there already. So just amazing. I'm on the lookout here for any monkeys. Believe me, I kept an eye out for them all day. I didn't want to see one, and I was probably going to start running if I did. This looks like it used to have a fountain, and may still have the fountain, but it wasn't running yesterday when we were there. Russell almost slips right here. You can see this is kind of uneven on your footing, so definitely you have to be careful when walking around this area. I guess they've made the walkway resemble actual stones that are uneven, so you're walking on them the entire time. Luckily, these are the only 2 monkeys I saw in the complex, and was thankful for that. But these steps looked about 8 inches wide. The video doesn't do it justice. I don't know how somebody would walk down these things and back up, but luckily these were the only 2 monkeys that I saw. Here's some more of the hibiscus. Beautiful. Pink here with kind of a dark red center. These, I guess they're pagodas all around, just very pretty. I like how they have the roof lines on them. They're very interesting. And just looking back at the little fans here again, how pretty they are. This was a big attraction for people. And this is kind of up underneath one of those structures for the bonsai on these layered shrubberies that they've got. Just kind of showing you how that's built underneath there. This is kind of behind the Lady Buddha. You can see there's some windows up the Lady Buddha's back, so I'm guessing you can walk up inside there. This is a dragon that had some kind of blue glass looking ball in his mouth, and I know the dragon is very important to the culture. I don't know the significance, but it kind of wound its body around through the side of this structure here, or this platform, and then that's some lotus flowers there on the wall. And this was another bonsai. I just wanted to show you all these I don't know if they're roots or branches that are growing down to the ground, all the way up, even from the top of the tree, just like a mangled web there. Notice all the dragons on the rooftop here of this building. Very intricate work, for sure. I liked how they had the palm trees or some type of palm growing in these pots out front, all symmetrical, sitting on the steps there. And this was kind of as you were going out, leaving. This was another building structure they had that you could go into if you chose to. And then there's another Lady Buddha laying on her side. Again, I don't know the significance of that, but just more and more bonsai. Notice the little dog on the right side of the screen there. They had a lot of the, I guess, boony dogs as they call them, just around, and they just kind of did their thing. Most of them were very kind, except those that I mentioned earlier. They seemed pretty aggressive. They did not want you going in that building. I was looking over here making sure there were no monkeys in sight, and I did not see any. And now we're leaving and going back, and just on our way back into Da Nang, showing some of the boats. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you all next time. Thank you and have a blessed day.